when Mick came to stay with me, my guitar, this guitar, was sort of gathering dust in the corner of my front room. I'd kind of look at it occasionally, and I hadn't picked it up for a while. And one night we sat up, we were talking, and Tabitha, my daughter, was only 7, I think, at the time, maybe 8, and she was asleep. And she came in the front room, and this is actually a beautiful story, so I think it's worth telling. And she was like rubbing her eyes, going, "Oh, Daddy, I can't sleep." And Mick was like, "Oh, Tabitha, go and sit on your dad's knee. I'll play you a song." And he picks the guitar, he literally blows the dust off it, and he starts playing a load of his songs, Shaq songs that are like seriously etched into my very fucking soul. And I'm just sat there thinking, this is mad. Mick Head sat in my front room playing as long as I've got you, so long as I've got you, and whatever. And I'm crying, and he's crying, and Tabitha's crying because the two grown-ups. She doesn't know why she's crying. We're all just having a moment, and she falls asleep in my arms, and I go and put her to bed, and Mick just keeps playing and playing, and I just get this like concert basically. Mick Head playing. He said, "What do you want to hear next?" I'm like, uh, "Anything." And then he finishes playing, and he hands me the guitar, and he says, "You need to start writing songs again." Because we've been hanging out for about a year by that point, and whatever, we've been doing things, and he knew that I write, and we had like a hashtag Hightown Pirates from a trip to Hightown, which is a suburb of Liverpool that we've been out there a couple of times, and he just said, "You need to start writing songs." And I'm kind of like, okay, if you say so, Mick, I will, and I'll try and get some of these words. So I literally was like, my hand was like, what does that do? Kind of trying to learn to play guitar a bit. And a few months later, I was on tour with the Libertines and Pete Doherty, and we had the same kind of experience. Peter going, "You need to fucking write songs."